This is Tarron with Twisted Mesquite Performance Horses. We're on a mission to create a world-class 2-year-old program that specializes in the rein cow horse. This week we're doing a review with Cinco. This is her 6th week in our program. We're just going to kind of go through things that we've been working on with her this week. These exercises are the same as we've been working on with Wiz. Same groundwork exercises as well. Each horse is a little different, so it kind of determines how much of each exercise we do and how we kind of go about working them. But so I've kind of warmed her up a little bit already. Yesterday I started bending her back down with that transition to bending her at that walk, the same as we just finished with Wiz. And so I want her to come around this circle, get soft, and then we'll go off again. I really like how she's really trotting around like a broke horse. I mean, she really just carries herself really well. She has a natural frame about her. She doesn't ever get too worried, but she's not going to sit there and fight or argue with you. She's wanting to anticipate, but she carries herself in a very pretty natural frame, and she's a lot of fun to work and ride. So that's what we're gonna keep working on this, where I just want her to come down, get soft real nice. So we'll do that again. We'll go trot out here. We might steer her around a little bit to where she understands the difference of when I'm asking her just to steer around and to trot around, and when I take my feet off of her and get soft, have her get soft there and walk around this circle. They're called transitions, but bending transitions. So when we transition back down to that walk from a lope or from a trot, and like I said, it just helps her. She just got off into that lope really pretty with not much fuss. We have her come back down to that walk and get soft. This horse is just phenomenal. Like how she's just I told Allie a lot yesterday. I worked her. I just put in my notes, she is badass, because it's just I really like how she feels, how she lopes around, how she comes back down to me and stops and gets soft. With 6 weeks of total time in our program, from this being her 6th week and just 5 weeks of riding, to me she's come along very, very well. But I just sit down and ask her to get soft right there, and she does. Of course, it's all green, and she's doing it. She's still figuring all this stuff out, figuring what our cues are. But she's extremely smart, and just a joy to ride. All these horses have their strong points. Makes them all a little different. But then it's fun when you get one like this one that feels completely different than anything else you've ridden or trained. So it's pretty neat to have those type of horses in our program. We'll do some more bending at the walk here, kind of reminding her about this. So this is that foundation of that transition, and so we want to make sure that she's really good at this exercise. And we'll be doing this bending at the walk and those transitions pretty regular, going forward, and especially before we get a two-handed stop on her, or draw back down to a walk. So that one is, you picking up on two reins and letting her come back down to that walk. So it's similar to where I want her to come back down to that walk. In the same manner, I want her to come back down to that walk in this exercise here, to where it's soft, it's collected. I picked up on that rein and I sat down and she come back to me, rather than you'll see videos, or you'll see individuals riding these horses and they go to pulling on these horses and trying to get them to stop or slow down, and they're really braced up and hollow their back out, and it's not a very pretty sight. And those horses, they don't know that you're wanting them to stop until you yank on the bit or pull up on the reins. But all of this stuff we do, we're teaching them that I'm moving them forward with my feet. When my feet is on them, we're moving them forward. When I take my feet off, I want them to stop, and I put that on them from day one. See, but I took my feet off, and she stopped all on her own, because she realized I'm not asking her to stay moving forward. And so all of this stuff, it's one exercise after another, and sometimes it might seem like we doing a bunch of this just different stuff, but it all adds together. It all comes together and creates a horse that is really pretty and soft, responsive, and respectful. And so that right there is our review with Cinco. Like I said, I'm really happy with her, how she's progressing and how she's coming along. She's shown that from the very first day. I believe she was the first one that I saddled and rode out of both of them, which was just a day behind. And that's kind of been the thing, to where I'll kind of ask Cinco the day before I ask Wiz for the next thing. And so, but this horse, she just has a phenomenal mind on her, and just excited to continue riding her and see where we can get with her. So like I said, that's our review with her for this week. We'll catch you on the next one.